Hi students, in today's class I am going to teach you about square roots. Okay, many of the people don't know how to take out the value of square roots. So in this class I am going to explain to you concept of square root, meaning of square root, types of square root, and how to find out the square roots by division method. Plus in the end I will teach you the shortcut tricks where you can find square roots very easily. So keep watching this video till the end, because if you don't watch this video till the end, then there is no use of watching this. If you watch this video till the end, then I can assure you that you will be perfect in square roots. Okay, so let's start with our today's topic. Now we are going to study about square root. Square root means when we write the numbers this way, like this, root 2, or we can say root 4. These are known as square root. Now, to find out the value of the square root, or the concept of the square root is such that this root 2, this, if you want to remove it out of the square, remove it out of the square and write it as a normal number, then we have to split this number into two parts. Okay, like if we are having root a, root a should be split in such a manner that root b into b, b into b, this b into b should be equal to a. Okay, b into b should be equal to a, such that, okay, then after that when we take out the number, we will write the answer as equals to, this is b into b, so this becomes root b square. Okay, this is b into b is b square. So what we do, we cancel the square and the root, the square and the root we cancel, and our answer will be b. Okay, let's take an example. Let's take example of root 4. Root 4 we can split it into like this, 2 into 2. So root 4 we can write also as root 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into is 4. So this will be root 2 square. Root 2 square. So here what will happen? This root and this square will get cancelled and our answer will be 2. So we can say that root 4 is equal to 2. Okay. This is the meaning and concept of square roots. Okay. Now in the square roots there can be two types of square roots. First is perfect square root and second is non-perfect square root. Perfect square root means just not like we saw the example of 4. Another example can be root 9. Okay, root 9 will be equal to 3. So the answer of root 9 is 3. So this is our perfect square root. Then when we come to non-perfect square root, the concept is little bit different. Like if it is root 2, the answer will be 1.414. It will continue till infinity. So these type of squares where we get the answers in decimals are known as imperfect or non-perfect square roots. Okay, have you understood this? Perfect square roots and non-perfect square roots. Let's move to perfect square roots. Okay, I'm taking an example of 144. 144 I know is equal to 12. Okay, but how to find out this? Now we are going to use there are some other methods also, but I am going to give you a method in which you can find the values exactly. Okay, that is known as division method. In this method, what we do, we have to find the value of 144. So we are going to use division method to find the value of 144. Okay, so we write it as in the form of division. Here we write it 144. After writing this, we are going to split these numbers in twos. So first we'll take these two numbers, then remaining is 1. So now first we are going to divide 1. Okay, 1, how we can divide? 1 into 1. See, This 1 into 1 will be equal to how much? 1. Okay. Now what you do? Minus this. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. After that, we are splitting the numbers in pairs of 2. So here in square roots, you have to carry down 2 numbers, not 1 number. So both these numbers, this 4 and this 4 will be brought down here. So we write here 44. Okay. This we have written as 44. Now, I will erase this. Okay. Now what we are having? We have to go to the next process. What is the answer we have written here? 1. So you have to add this 1 to the previous number. Add. Now this 1 plus 1 will become how much? 2. Okay. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. After this, we are going to write one number, any number here in this space. Here we are going to write any one number. That number, this is 2, and one number we are going to write here, and that number, same number we are going to write it here, and it should be equal to 44 or less than 44. It should not be more than 44. So if I am taking 2 here, the next number I can write is 2, 1. If I write 1, I have to write 1 here also. Then what will happen? We will have to multiply this with 1. So 21 into 21 is how much? 21, which is much smaller than this. So next we will try 2. We will write 2 here. So this will become 22. Now multiply this 22 with the number we are going to write here. Same number we are writing. If you write 1 here, we will write 1 here. If you write 2 here, we will write 2 here. So 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 44. Okay, so we write 2 here and 2 here. 22 into 2 we have to do. 22 into 2 is how much? 44. This is equal to this number. So our remainder here becomes 0. Remainder is 0 means problem is over. So our answer will be 12. So we can say that root 144 is equal to 12. Okay. Root 44 is equal to 12. This is how we find the by division method. Let me take another example here. Okay. Now next example is root 841. Okay. So we'll again solve this by division method. Here we write 841. Now what we should do? First two numbers. From the right side we start splitting the numbers in 2's. These 2 numbers, then remaining is 8. Now I will write a number here which should be, when we multiply this number, I will write a number here which is same here also and here also. Okay. First if I write 1 here, then I should write 1 here also. 1 into 1 is 1. If I minus 8 minus 1, it will be 7, which is bigger than that. Another option for me is 2 into 2. Okay, 2 into 2 becomes 4. We should write the 4 here. If I write 3 here, then I should write 3 here also. 3 into 3 will become 9, which will be bigger than 8. So we can write 2 into 2, 4. Now what we should do? 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is how much? 4 is remaining here. Next step is bring both these numbers down here besides 4. So I'll write here 441. Now we have to add 2 in this number. Right? We have to add 2 here. I have written 2 here, so I will add 2 here. This 2 plus 2 becomes 4. Okay. Now in front of 4, I have to write such a number. If I write A here, then here also I will have to write A. Okay. If I write B here, then here also I have to write B. Okay. So now if I write 41, and here also I will write 1 and multiply both the numbers. 41 into 1 is 41. right? If I write 42, 42 into 2 will become 84, which is again very small number. So this number is 441. So we can try 48 into 8. If I do 48 into 8, again the difference is more. So I will write 49. 49 into 9 I have to write here. 49 into 9 will be 9 nines are 81. 1 and carry 8 here. 9 fours are 36. 36 plus 8 is 44. So we can write 9 in both the places. 9 here also and 9 here also. Okay. 49 into 9 is 441. So this, when you minus this, 441 minus 441, answer is 0. So our answer will be 29. What does this mean? 29 into 29 is 841. So answer of root 841 is 29. Okay, in the starting it will seem a little bit difficult, but when you practice, this is very easy method. You just, the important point is you should remember it. To remember, best method is to practice and practice. Okay, now I will solve a big example. Let's say root 40804. Okay, we will do this by division method. This is 40804. Now we will split the numbers in two from the right side. First will be this pair, second will be this pair, and now remaining is 4. So 4, I can easily say 2 into 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, now I will bring these two numbers here, 0, 8. Okay, both the pairs, in the pairs we bring them down. Okay, now here answer is 008, that is nothing but 8. Now I have to add this number, 2 plus 2, this is 4. Now if I add any number here, this can be above 40 or 41. Okay, I can start with 1. 41 into 1 will be 41, which is bigger than 8. So the next number cannot be smaller than 8. So what I do, I write a 0 here and bring these two numbers also down. Okay, this will be 0, 4. Now next thing is, I will have to write a number which if I write here and multiply them, it should be equal. So what will happen? If first I'll write a 0 here. The 0 I have taken here, I have to write it here. Now next I have to write the number after 40. So if I write 440, after that I write 1. So I have to multiply it with 1. 401 into 401 is 401 into 1 is 401. Then next number I can try, which is smaller than 804. 402 into 2. When I am writing 2 here, I have to multiply it with 2. So this becomes 402 into 2 is 804, which is equivalent to this. So I will write here 2, here also 2. Now 402 into 402 is 804. When we minus this, answer is 0. So our answer for this is 202. Okay, you have understood this? This is the division method of writing the or finding out the perfect squares, if the square is perfect. Even in imperfect square, we are going to follow the same method. But there are some shortcut tricks we can use for numbers from 1 to 100 to find out the square roots. Okay, for this shortcut trick, you will have to understand some things. Suppose your unit digit is 1, then the answer that you get there, it can be 1 or 9. Suppose your square root is 121, we write it as 121. Now our answer unit digit number is 1, so the answer for this will be ending with 1. Okay, unit digit of our answer will be either with 1 or it can be with 9. If you find out, the correct answer is 11. Okay, understand this concept, then you can easily do this shortcut tricks. Okay, next, if the square root unit digit ends with 4, unit digit is 4, then the answer unit digit will be either 2 or it will be 8. If it is 5, then the answer unit digit will also be 5. If the square root unit digit is 6, then the answer unit digit will be 4. It can be 4 or it can be 6. And if the square root unit digit is 9, then it can be 3 or 7. Okay, till here you have understood. Now just what are the numbers missing here? 2 is not here, 3 is not here, then 7 is not here, and 8 is not here. So if the square root ends with 2, 3, 7 and 8, then you can say that it is not a perfect square, it is a non-perfect square. If the answer is 0, if the square root unit digit is 0, then the answer unit digit will also be 0. Okay, so 2, 3, 7 and 8, these are, if the number unit digit of a square root is 2, 3, 7, 8, then it is a non-perfect square root. Okay, so if it is 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, then also it can be non-perfect square root, but most of the time it will be perfect square root. Okay, so let's start. Let's see how we can do this with our shortcut tricks. I will take a number, just same number we will take here. Okay, what we did for this, one more tool you will need, that is you should know squares from 1 to 20. If you know squares from 1 to 20, it will be very easy for you. Okay, now let's take root 12 and 25. Okay, here what we'll do, we will divide these numbers in two pairs first, 25 and 12. Next step is, what is our number? What is our number here? Unit digit number in the square root. Unit digit number is 5. So when it is 5, we are sure that it is going to end with 5. Okay, next step you have to do is, after finding, we are sure that it is going to end with 5. Now we have to find the numbers which are before 5. For that we will go to this digit. We are going to go to 1, 12. Here it is 12. Now where is our 12 placed in this table? If you see in this table, 12 will be placed between 3 square and 4 square, 9 and 16, right? 9 and 16. So we'll take the lower side. 12 will come here, right? 12 will come here between 3 square and 4 square, 9 and 16. So we'll take the lower number. Lower number is how much? 35. So answer is 35. You can check this answer. One more example. Root 784. Okay. Now let us split this in pairs of 2. First pair is 84, second will be 7. There is no number here, so you can consider it as 7 also. Now our unit digit ends with 4. If our unit digit ends with 4, we can say that either the answer unit digit will be 2 or 8. The answer will end with either 2 or it will end with 8. Right? Now, where does our 4 end? 2 and 8. Now we'll come to this part. Here we have 7. Where we can find 7? 7 we can find between 4 and 9 here. In the squares, it is between 2 square and 3 square. Okay, 7 will be here. So we'll go to lower side. So the answer can be either 22 or it can be 28. Okay, either it can be 22 or it can be 28. Now, which number we should select, 22 or 28? For this, we will see 7 is nearer to which number? 7 is nearer to 9, right? So, we'll select the second number, that is 28. Our answer will be 28. If it had been nearer to 4, then it will be 22. But it is nearer to 7, so answer will be 28. You can check that square root of 784 is 28. I hope you have understood this shortcut trick. Now, at the end of this lesson, I am going to give you some homework. You solve that and post it in comments box. Let's see who does it correct. Okay. Now, let's move to non-perfect squares. For non-perfect squares also, first we are going to find out the values by the method of division. Okay. Let's take root 2. In lot of exams, they are going to ask the value of root 2. So, what we do? We follow the division method. Here there is only single digit, so there is no question of splitting the number in pairs. So first number will be 1 into 1. 1 into 1 will be how much? 1. Now 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. Now what we do? Add 1 here. We have written the answer as 1 here, so we'll add 1. This becomes 2. Okay, this becomes 2. Now, next number is next what we have to bring these numbers. We have no numbers here. So, we'll put a point here, decimal point, and write 2 numbers. Remember, in square roots, when you're finding square roots by division method, you have to take in pairs. Okay, now, this has become 100. Now, I have to add one number here after 2. If I add a here, then it should be a here. If I add 21, 21 into 21 becomes how much? 21. If I add 2, 22 into 22 is 44. 22 into 2 is 44. I have to go as near as equal to 100. My number should be equal to 100 or it should be less than 100. If I write 5, 25 into 5 will become 125, which is bigger than 100, so we cannot take it. So we'll take 24 into 4, which is equal to 96, right? This will become how much? 96. 24 into 4. So I'll write 4 here and I will write 4 here. 24 into 24 is 96. Write the answer here, 96. Now minus this. Okay. So 100 minus 96 is how much? Remainder is 4. Now in this 24, I have to add 4 here. This 4 I have to add here. So this becomes 28. Okay, this is now 28. Based on this point, again 4 is less than 0. So based on this point, I will write 2 zeros here. In square roots, we write 2 zeros. Okay, now this is simple. 280 into 2, if I do, it will be 560, which is bigger. So I will write 280 into 1. 281 into 281. It is 281. Okay, this is 9, 0 and here 1. So the remainder is 109. For next step, what I have to do? In this 281, I will have to add plus 1. So this will become 282. Okay. So this is our, I'll write it here, 109 and here it is 282. 109 is lesser than 282. So what I will do? Based on this point, I will take 2 zeros here. Okay, after taking 2 zeros, now I have to write a number here and multiply this whole number with the same number. So it is going to be 4. Okay, 2824 into 4. This will be 16, 9, 2 and 10 here. Okay, so we have to minus this and continue. The answer for this will continue till infinity. 1.414, this will continue. We can write it with till 3 digits. Okay, now let's move to another example. Okay, let's find the value of root 3. For root 3, again we'll follow this our division method. Write 3 here. Now again 1 into 1 will be equal to 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. This is equal to this number. So I'll put a point here and write 2 zeros here. Okay. Next, I'll have to write the same number here and here. So I know the answer, so I'm directly writing it not to waste the time. Then we have to do 27 into 7. 27 into 7 is 7 sevens are 49 and carry 4 here. 7 twos are 14. 14 plus 9 is 14 plus 9, 18. Okay. Now 200 minus 189 is how much? 11. Okay. Here I have to add 7, the previous number which we have multiplied. So this becomes 34. Okay, 34. Now 11 is less than 34. So 0.2 zeros. Based on that point, I am taking 2 zeros. This has become 1100. Now I have to write a number which should be equal to 1100 when multiplied. 341 into 1 will be 341. 342 into 2 will be 682. So I think 3 will be correct here. 343 into 3. 343 into 3 is 3 3s are 9. 4 3s are 12. 2 and carry 1 here. 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10. 1100 minus 1029 is 71. Okay, then add this 3 here plus this is minus and this is plus. This becomes 346. Okay, now again this is smaller. So based on that point, we take 2 zeros here and do the multiplications further. So we'll get the answer. Again root 3, answer will be till infinity. Okay, let's take another example with a little bit bigger number. Okay, I will take here as 125. Okay, 125. First take the division method like this. Write 125. If I divide this in pairs, okay, this is 25 and this is 1. So 1 into 1 will be 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, next bring this 25 down here. Now I should write a number here which should be equal or less than 25 plus 1. This becomes 2. Now naturally after 2, if I write 1, then it will be 21. So I will write 1 here and 1 here. 21 into 1 is 21. Okay, now 25 minus 21 is 4. Add the 1 here plus 1. This becomes 22. Now 4 is less than 22. So we put a point here and write 2 zeros here. After, what will be the next number? Again we will do it by 1 and 1. 221 into 1 is 221. So here remaining is 971. 171 is remaining. Again add here 1. So this will become 222. Now this again based on point, you take 2 zeros and do the divisions further. So this will continue. So for finding square roots of perfect and non-perfect, method is same. In non-perfect, what will happen? The decimals will continue going. Okay, you can find approximately till 1 or 2 digits decimal points. Now quickly let's learn some shortcut tricks for non-perfect square. Okay, division method is little bit long, so there is a shortcut method, but in this shortcut method there is one disadvantage, that is you cannot get the exact value, you will get only approximate value of the non-perfect square. Okay, so here we follow a formula. Okay, this formula is root x plus or minus y will be equal to root x plus or minus y upon 2 upon root x. It simply means your number, you have to divide it into two parts, x and y. Okay, such that this x is a perfect square. Okay, x becomes perfect square and y should be plus or minus in that. Okay, now let's take an example which will clarify your all these doubts here. Now let's take me example of root 125. This 125 I have to divide it in such a way in x plus y. X should be perfect square and the remaining number should be 1. So I can easily write it as 121. 121 is square of 11. 11 into 11 is 121 plus 4. Okay, 121 plus 4 is 125. Okay, so this should be perfect square. This is 11 now. Now write root x. Here what we do, write here root x. How much is root x? Root x is 11. 121, root 121 is equal to 11. Now we have taken plus here. So here also we will take plus. Okay. Then next thing we do is y. Y we take the value as it is. Y is how much? 4 divided by 2 into x. X is how much? 11. So this is 2 into 11. Now we have to solve this further. This becomes 11 plus 4 upon 22. This I can simplify. When I simplify this, 2 2s are 2 11s are. So here my remainder will be 11 plus 2 upon 11. Now if you further simplify, 11 into 11 is 111. 11 into 11 is 121 plus 2, which is equal to 123 by 11. If you check, 123 by 11 is nothing but 11.18. So the answer is approximately 11.18. Let us do another example. Here let us take root 251. Okay, now root 251, where does it lie? If you see, it lies between 15 square and 16 square. Nearest is 16 square, that is 256, right? So we will use that one only, root 251. Okay, so we have to divide it into x plus or minus y. So this will be, x should be perfect square. So our nearest perfect square is 256, which is 16. Okay, minus 256 minus 5 is minus 251 is 5. Okay, now this should be equal to root x. Root x is how much? Root 256 is 16. Now here we have taken minus sign. So here also I will take minus sign. Now we have to do y upon 2 root x. Y is how much? Take at least 5. And 2 into x is 16 into 2, 32. Okay. When further simplified, this becomes 32 is the denominator. 16 into 32 is 512 minus 5, which is 507 upon 32, which is equal to 15.843. Again, this is the approximate value of our this square roots. Okay, now I will give you some homework. Do this homework and post it in the comments box. I will check and tell if these are correct answers or not. Don't do it with calculator. You try this division method. If you try 4 or 5 examples, then you will become perfect. Okay, first is root 444, then root 1121. This is your homework, remember. Okay, then root 100. Answer is simple, but try this by long division method. Root 169. Again, this is simple answer. You will get the perfect square. It will be a simple answer, but try this by long division method. Try this 4 examples at home and show me the homework. Okay, if you like this my video, then please share this with your friends and press the like button. Subscribe to my channel to get more such videos. Thank you.